Well, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Bryce and today is May 15th, I believe. It's a Saturday. It's about 70 degrees out, super nice day. It's about noon and I'm out here at my grandparents' farm today. And these are my dad's 3 steers. I don't think I've showed you guys these before, but they're out here in the shed where I had my 2 cows. And I just gave them another corn stalk bale. I didn't shake it up very well because I like to let them play in it. They were just jumping around and everything and bellering. Now I turn the camera on, they're not doing it. But and I gave them a bale of hay. And I think the first one is going to be butchered in June. And then the other 2 are throughout the summer. You can see the one's quite a bit smaller right there. So yeah, that's what's going on today. I'll go up and show you what we got going on at the top of the hill. So right now I'm up in the machine shed now in the back of our seed tender. And see that right there? Soybean. We planted soybeans this year. I wasn't around to see it. I graduated about a month and a half ago. I graduated early. I don't know if all you guys know that. My school isn't out yet, but I got a second job working for a distant relative of mine at a repair shop, and I'm working every day. And so I helped out quite a bit this spring, early this spring. Once planting came around, I haven't been here at all. But Dad's got all the field corn planted and all the soybeans planted, and I think all that's left is the sweet corn for the canning company, but they tell us when they want that planted, so that's just when they're ready, then my dad will go plant that. Go out and show you the equipment out here. All right, so I'm out in front of the machine shed here. Look at this train. So this is the drag Brennan was using behind the 8160 in a couple videos ago. And Greg, my Uncle Greg, actually hooked this up to the disc and is pulling the drag behind the disc. The corn stalks are really tough this spring. So he hooked that up behind the disc. I don't know how that did. Like I said, I wasn't here. But he had the disc hooked up to the 20 and the drag. I was running the disc a couple weekends ago. Didn't take a video of that just because I kind of wanted to enjoy driving without having to worry about filming. 8160 here is on the planter, ready to go for sweet corn. And TW25, I don't know, it might be done for the spring. I don't know if the sweet corn ground's got to get dug or not. I believe all the field work is done. But so yeah, that's kind of what's been going around here. I see the skid loader and grapples loaded back up on the truck and trailer. Probably more rocks to pick. Run out of breath, it's hot out here. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of basically it. That's kind of what I want to talk about here. But as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm going over to my friend Jordan's house. Lives just down the road that way. And gonna bale some hay. So see when we get there. All right, so it's a couple hours later now. I'm heading over to Jordan's farm, and I just passed one of our fields, and I saw that my Uncle Greg was out there, and he was out there with a guy in a tractor and a roller because he is rolling our bean ground. We hired someone to do that. A lot of people roll their bean ground because when you harvest beans, your grain platform that collects the beans is really low to the ground. So when you go in with a roller, you poke the rocks that are sticking up back into the ground. So we're not going to be the ones combining our beans, so we don't want to wreck the guy's combine that's going to be combining them. So I'll put a clip in right here and show you guys that. So we're just getting to Jordan's farm here. Let's see if we can find him. cut this early because their plan is to rip it up and they want to plant soybeans in it because the stand wasn't very good. Is that correct?
Yep, very poor.
So yeah, they cut it just to see what they can get off of it here. And then next couple days here, they're gonna be doing some light tillage on it and gonna be putting beans into it. And this is Jordan, by the way.
Hey.
So I'm pretty sure I explained this last summer when we were baling our pasture with our big square baler, but when you're baling big squares, you don't have to stop to make a bale. You just keep picking up the hay and making a bale, and it just pushes them out the chute in the back. Let's see if we can get up here. You can see it. It'll just push out a little bit at a time. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but it's slowly, as it keeps picking up hay, it pushes it out a little bit at a time. So you can make a lot of bales when you're big square baling. Definitely a lot faster than round baling, because when you round bale, you make a bale, you gotta stop, let it wrap, open your door, let the bale out, and then you can keep going. But when you're big square baling, you just go. So this right here is the final product. So we go from picking up the windrow of hay right here. It bales it, packs it all together, and this is what you get. It's wrapped in twine, and then I think today they'll be coming out here with the skid loader, and they'll be picking all these bales up. I love hay. It's just, there's so much going on from when you cut it to ted it, you rake it, you bale it, and haul in bales. It just happens so fast. It's just a rush. I love it. See that? I'm starting to feel raindrops. Jordan! Time to get back inside. I don't need to get wet. And just like that, done baling. Got a couple sprinkles on the window. I think that's all we're gonna get. Now, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna pick them up if you want to help with that.
Well, yeah, I'll come along.
That's the plan then.
All right, so we're gonna head back to the farm and grab a wagon or something and pick some bales up. So let's go. Alright, so we made it back to the farm here, parked the tractor up in the shed as you saw. Got a little bit more rain than I thought we were going to. But we're gonna go pick up these bales. So Jordan just fired up their flatbed here, got a trailer hooked up. He's going to get the skid loader, gonna load it onto the trailer, and then go get those bales we picked up. I think he said we had like 23 bales, so I don't know how many they can fit on this setup, but we'll find out. All right, so Jordan's got 10 bales on this wagon, and that's enough, he said. So I'm gonna go grab the Freightliner here and bring it to the top of the hill, and he'll put the rest on it. We got this field, all the bales picked up in it. I'm gonna go back to Jordan's pickup, drive that to the next field, and then I'll get out and drive that truck around again while he puts the last couple bales on, and then we're done. Head home. All right, so we got all the bales picked up here. So that's it. He's gonna load the skid loader back on, take it back to the farm, and unload them all. right, so we made it back to the farm here. We got all the hay unloaded. Their bales are sitting outside. They were a little wet, so they're gonna dry overnight. And what do you guys do around here?
We do a lot of hay, mostly for horse customers. We do small squares and large squares, and then we also do corn and soybeans. But I guess hay is kind of our main deal, and we have 20 head of cattle, but those are just kind of to clean up the pasture and take care of the hay that we cannot sell. So.
Yep. So if you guys liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. And that being said, see you next time.